Hey you guys, Agent B here. I'm backing out, so I gotta focus on the backup camera and everything else. But hey, Quarantine Chronicles, it's back. Where am I going? Well, I'm supporting local today, like I said I was gonna do. It's Friday, so we're gonna go meatless on Friday. So for Lent, and so I am going down right now. I just put my order in at the Bowery and Bourbon Street. Since the guys own both places, the Bourbon Street has the beignets on one side, and you got to get the beignets. And then we're getting our pizza. I was waving at a neighbor there, sorry. And we got to get our pizza over at the Bowery because they got some awesome pizza. So we're gonna do both restaurants, and we're gonna support them. And hopefully you guys are able to do that too, even if it's not tonight, any night, like I was saying before. With the quarantine going on, or the lockdown, or the shelter in place, or whatever they're calling it, you know, it's always good if we're able to support those businesses, because they had a report today on the news, I think it was this morning, it may have been last night, where they're saying that they think that if this continues past April, that up to 25% of small businesses like these restaurants will be gone. They'll have to shut down. So we definitely want to see if we can support them as much as possible to keep them going, because a lot of these guys are still trying to pay their rent. You know, obviously trying to put food on their table as well. And so we definitely want to try to support those businesses that have been supporting us as much as possible. So if you can, you guys, like I said, I'm doing the Bowery and Bourbon Street tonight. But if you're in Fullerton, there's all kinds of great restaurants down here. So check them out online, call them, see if they're open, see if they're doing, whether it's takeout or some are delivering. You know, but check it out and try to do your best. You know, let's see if we can help each other out a little bit. I hope you guys are staying safe. I don't want to stay on here all day or all night, because I'm just going to pick up, say hey, and get out. Just keep my 6 feet at least a distance. Last time I was there, before all this started, John sprayed us with 409 on our elbows before we bumped elbows. So he is proactive. But yeah, so I hope you guys will be able to take my advice if you're available to go out there and there's Father John. I'm gonna say hi to Father John. But if you're able to get out there in the community, just to order some food, whether you do it over the phone and then have them deliver or go pick up, it's always great to support these small restaurants, these small businesses that, like I said, have a lot of them you don't know behind the scenes. I know these guys, John and Larry at the Bowery and Bourbon Street, and Joe and Tyler and their partners and all their workers and everybody else, and all of our team at Fullerton Cares. They just pour a lot of money into the society, into the city. So definitely support these guys at the Bowery and Bourbon Street and the other restaurants in the area, because you don't know, they're not just restaurants, they're not just these standalone locations. They're trying to make money and trying to, you know, people think, oh, there's just a bunch of bars and nightclubs, but they're not. They're providing a service to not just the bar and nightclub scene, but everybody else. And like I said, these guys pour in not only a ton of their time and energy, but a ton of their money into the local charities. And I've never seen these guys say no when they've been asked for some kind of a charity. I know they do a lot for when I come to them, and whether it's, like I said, the Fullerton Cares things, or it might be the Uncorked event, it might be the Brew Fest, it's multiple carnivals and events and everything else. These guys are there. It seems like they're giving food out like all the time. And then obviously our Mardi Gras was shut down this year, unfortunately, which we get like 5,000 people to that. But they're giving away food and stuff at that as well. I mean, you know, and a ton of money. So, I mean, you definitely want to support these guys. That's part of what this Quarantine Chronicles is about. Quarantine Chronicles is about is, you know, giving you information on things you can do during the quarantine, not just about my experience, but things you can do as well. So I hope you'll heed this, you guys. You'll get out there and support these local restaurants. I just drove by, I think it's Pie Dog or something like that. They got a bunch of guys out there with tables for takeout orders too, and they're wearing masks and gloves and everything else. So these guys, I mean, this city is pulling together to make it happen. So make sure you guys are supporting them as well, because the city you live in, and if 25% of these businesses disappear by summertime, we will be screwed, okay? So we want to make sure they're here, they're thriving still, or doing, maybe not thriving, but at least paying their bills right now, and keeping them going. I mean, I've never been down to this parking lot unless it was at like 2 in the morning to set up, or 3 or 4 in the morning to set up for our event, and seen, I can count a dozen cars in this parking lot right now. So it's just eerie. So make sure you guys, I'm gonna go grab my food and come back and go home, but make sure you're supporting these guys if you can, okay, and these girls, these ladies, these men, whatever, you know, I'm not gonna get gender specific, but we're not, it's not that kind of show. So Quarantine Chronicles, you guys, it's all about supporting local today, so get out there and do that, whatever city you're in. You don't have to get out there. You can get on the phone or get on the internet and order it, have it drop it on your doorstep, and spray the packaging down before you bring it in, if you want to be even safer, okay? So that's it, you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Agent B is here to help. Please reach out to me if you need anything at all, and of course, this is going to be, I keep telling everything, it's going to be just a crazy few months in real estate. So of course, if you know anybody looking to buy or sell, or that needs my help, I'm here to help them. I just had a guy, actually, before I walked out the door, call me out of nowhere and say, wow, I saw your listing over on this street, and you're in escrow, and you got that thing sold, and you seem like a really good realtor. Can you call me or give me an estimate on my house, and maybe come by and meet me? Or we can do it over the phone or over the internet, and, you know, list my house. So if it's for real, that's awesome. But that doesn't happen very often. If you guys are in real estate, you know that. But I'd appreciate your support as much as possible, just like I'm here to support you guys. Okay? So I hope you have a great weekend again, you guys. Agent B is here to help when you're ready. I gotta go get my food. I'll talk to you later. Bye.